Should you return or buy Suicide Squad after season number 1? The answer instantly, straight off the bat, is absolutely no. In today's video, party people, I'm going to try and tell you why you probably shouldn't be returning, why you probably should be buying the game, unless it's on a very, very steep sale after this tremendously bad season 1 launch. Now, I have been sick, so it's taken me a minute to get here. I know I'm behind the curve, but we're here now. And I feel like we might have been here quicker if I didn't have to wait 9 hours on opening day of season 1 to play it. Oh my god. After Rocksteady have had such a hard time of recent, this is not what we needed to give us more good faith. The fact that we waited, what? We waited like 9 hours from 10 a.m. I didn't get on until like, I don't remember, I think it might have been 7 o'clock in the evening. But they failed at delivering the season 1 patch. They did a very bad job of it. The downtime was huge. That kind of downtime is fixed instantly by the game coming online and it being great. It was not. Now, obviously, the biggest part about season number 1 was the Crown Prince of Crap, the Joker himself. Now, I actually don't want to be that mean about the Joker. There's a lot of memes about him and obviously how he looks and the whole scenario. But the Joker is actually pretty good. He's good fun to play with. He might be the first build that I actually do on the channel. I've been playing with him a lot. And he might actually become my main. So I can't really call him the Crown Prince of Crap. He's a good character, he's enjoyable, and actually a lot of fun. His abilities are a lot of good fun. Pretty easy to use. The traversal is probably more difficult than what most think, but actually, in general, him in combat is very easy to use. And if you enjoyed Harley before, you're probably definitely going to enjoy the Joker in terms of like the style of play you're going to use him. But the biggest issue with the Joker, the new character, the key highlight, I mean, he's been on all the pictures for season 1, is how you get him. Now, you can't just get the Joker in the store, which I would show you if it loaded up, but it doesn't. It's 1,000 Lufa coins, so I think that's what, around the tenner. You could pick him up in the store to play with straight away. And I knew that was probably always going to be something that they did because they're not charging for any of these seasonal updates. There's no charge at all, really, in reality, apart from the pass, I guess, to a degree. So I knew that they were going to try and get more money out of you in some way, shape, or form. You could buy him for 1,000 in the shop. It's expected. Or you can grind to unlock him, and, grind to unlock him. I like most people coming into this for, you know, there'll be some new story missions. There's going to be a little bit of fun here and there to introduce us to the Joker. And I loaded up the game and none of that is in it. So this is basically what happens. You're going to load into the map and there's the new missions. They're okay. They've reintroduced the gun mission because this was a lot of fun in the past. And these are strongholds. By the way, you know we were getting strongholds? This is a stronghold. Anyway, I'm going off topic. This is going to be a very ranty video. But there is 3 new missions that they're okay. They're all right. I don't mind grinding them. It's a slog, but I don't mind grinding them. But this is what, you might not even notice this. I got lucky, right? So I load up the game and I went through to see how you unlock the Joker. Because you're not really given this information. They don't tell you this. You get a few cards at the start that's going to introduce you to the new season of Fear and tell you some information. But it's not going to tell you how you get the Joker. Now, just like in season 0, you're going to have Infinite Crisis. We had to improve that and grind that level. Now we've got the Fear level, episode number 1. And that is really relevant to this because as you'll see on the map, and we go over here to the Kill Brainiac mission, which is the new Brainiac mission that you're going to have this time around fighting Green Lantern. I will know instantly, a lot better than the Flash one. A lot better than the Flash one. Some cool mechanics in there. I enjoyed it. It were all right. You're going to have to do this mission, right? To unlock the Joker. This is the mission you do. You have to kill the Brainiac of his world, and that's how you're going to get the Joker. The problem with that is you're going to start at Fear level 0, and you're going to have to advance it to Fear level 35 in order to do that mission. And the long and short of it, if you go through and do the incursion missions that are there now, which is going to cost you 1,000 Promethium for each one. So if you're a new player, you're buggered. You know, you ain't got the Promethium to progress this. You're going to have to go out and do other things. There is a way to do it quicker. I will tell you as we get through this. But one mission is roughly 1 level. By my terrible maths, you're looking at 35 missions. Roughly. Around that. 35 missions of the same grind that you've been doing before. They're not that different. Of a similar grind that you had last time. before you even get to the Joker. But wait, it gets better. And this really is the worst part of it, is you have to do it at the highest difficulty of sweating bullets. So for 35 missions, you would have to just play on sweating bullets. It doesn't even let you progress the mastery until after you unlock the Joker. So there's this just genuine 3-hour grind that means nothing. It really means absolutely nothing. You're not really progressing in a manner that is conducive to you, and it's just a slog. It feels like a genuine slog to get to the Joker. And when you get to the Joker, you get a couple of cutscenes, basically what we've already seen in preview trailers that they've given us, and that's it. You have the Joker, go back to what you were doing in the original game. You're now just going to go through grinding mastery the exact same way you did before, just with a couple more new missions and a couple of reskinned missions, and that's it. That's season number 1, ladies and gentlemen. We're just going to keep refarming what we've already refarmed. The plus, okay, there's some cool new loot. Now, I actually think Joker may be the first build I do, but there is cool new loot. There's cool new synergies. Like, I love this one, the Dr. Poison one with Scarecrow. Chef's kiss, because poison is the be-all and end-all of this season. I'm telling you that now. If you don't use poison, you're fucked. But enemies you afflict now take 100% more damage and also become poisoned. So, I mean, it's super cool. There's some cool new builds, as long as you're using poison, because you can't make any builds thanks to some of the new mutators, which hopefully get patched. But I imagine they do get patched. But yeah, it's just insane to think that we're right back to square one. Yes, we have a new character. Yes, we have some cool new loot. These things are all good to me. They're all good triggers of dopamine. But when the end game grind is just boring as, man, it is so boring. Once you've grinded a few missions, you're just kind of like, am I genuinely doing this same roundabout circle of missions again? There's no reason, by the way, to fight Brainiac more than once. You know, last time around he gave some pretty cool stuff out. Now he gives you the Joker 24,800 and 100 BP, which is the battle pass points, which isn't a lot, by the way. So it gives you nothing. There is no purpose to fight, for once, a Brainiac that wasn't a bad fight more than once. I hope they change this, but the rate that they patch this game at the moment is pretty infuriating, isn't it? Let's go battle pass. No, we're not going to do battle pass. We're going to do loot. Now this is the state of play. We are about 10 hours or so into the new season. I have all of the notorious items. I have all of tier 1, and I am now working my way through tier 2 and tier 3. So I'll be honest, season 1 probably doesn't have any more than a week's grind in terms of a live service game and a looter shooter, unless they're going to drip feed more in, which I don't think they will. I think in about 5 weeks, 4 weeks, we will get the second episode of this season, which will then bring in new stuff. Until that point, this is it, in my opinion. This is all we're going to get. And although the new loot they've put in is a lot of fun, that is the one thing that's making me still play this game and probably want to actually start putting builds out on the channel for the first time. It's not quite enough. Now, when it comes to the battle pass, the stuff on the battle pass is good, apart from the fact there's nothing for boomerang. I don't even like using boomerang. I probably won't use boomerang much, if at all. But the fact that there's nothing in here for him, I mean, sucks if you're a boomerang player. It really does. I like the Wayne Tech stuff. It's all based around Wayne Tech, and all the Wayne Tech stuff I have seen looks pretty cool. It's quite hard to progress the battle pass, but I do believe they've made that a little bit easier. You seem to get a little bit more BP than you were getting before, because you only get 50 per mission, but now you do get a lot more from doing the contracts, and you get quite a bit from opening the daily chest things that you get. So I will preface that the battle pass on day 1 looked a lot worse than what the battle pass does now. It is all just purely cosmetic stuff and some loofah coins. So if you paid for the battle pass, you get a free pass, because I went deluxe, right? If you paid for the battle pass, you're going to get enough loofah coins on this for the next one, or to instantly buy the next character, I guess. It'll be 1,000 loofah coins. And the super cool thing is, that means that if we get 1,000 loofah coins every battle pass, you will never have to pay for a battle pass, which I think people probably have missed that out in their videos, or I haven't talked about it. I think that's pretty cool. But already, that's it. That's pretty much all I can talk to you about in the new season. That's how poor it is. Multiplayer works a little bit now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The game chugs and lags like a motherfucker when you get into any position. I might even have some with some Joker footage where there's a lot of enemies on the map and you're dropping down hell. So, I mean that's still an issue. Performance issues. All in all, the game is definitely in a better state than it was, but it's not a big improvement. It's an improvement, but it's not a big one. Oh, I will tell you, because you guys might want to know this, how you get the Joker a bit quicker. Now, when you're trying to achieve that fear rank 35, you want to do killing time. It only costs you 10 Promethium, so that's one huge thing already. And the gear that it will drop you will actually drop you tier 3 gear. That's the only reason I've got any tier 3 gear at the moment. And I got a pretty nice piece of gear from doing this for my Deadshot, who I think will still be my main for now. Who knows? I'm gonna keep grinding out the game, guys. I'm gonna keep making content on the game for now. But yeah, do killing time. I did get to about Mayhem 30 every time, which you probably should have a build now that allows you to do that. If you don't, do it a little bit slower, but I would just always say do killing time. The fact that it costs such little Promethium and the fact that you get better tiered gear of the new gear, it's the best way around it. So killing time is the one for you, and you'll have Joker in no time. Now, I am slowly recovering. I think we're going to do a Joker build as the first one. I mentioned it a couple of times in this video. I appreciate you all. There's more new videos coming of different stuff. This would have been out way sooner if obviously I hadn't been sick. I am feeling better though. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, tell me what you think. If you're going to tell me that season 1's good though, I'm sorry. I don't want to be on the bandwagon of haters. I understand that this game has had a lot of hate at the start, and I've played it a lot, and I enjoy the game for what it is. But when I just see these dumb things, we've seen it with Avengers. How are we repeating the same patterns of games that have shut down because they were trash? I don't care what anyone says, the Avengers game weren't that bad. The campaign wasn't horrendous, and the idea behind it wasn't terrible, but the Endgame mission loop sucked ass. And the same with Anthem. There was just nothing in that empty shell of a game at the end, but the gameplay, flying around in those suits, that was sick ass. And no one can convince me otherwise. This one is fun, man. Flying around as the Joker with an umbrella, loving it. The end game is too light. There isn't enough in it. The way the game launched with the end game, I forgave it because a lot of looter shooters launched light on end game. But the fact in season 1 there's no improvement, it worries me. Is there still opportunity for this game to do well? Yeah, I mean, it's never going to be a Destiny. It's never going to reach those heights, I don't think. But I do believe that it can come back to some degree. They just need to start making a lot better decisions. Let me know what you guys think down below. Though. New to the channel, smash subscribe. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully episode number 2 will be a much better review. For season 1, we probably will do a review on that one if there's enough changes. Right, take care, people. Appreciate you. See you in the next one.